Okay, so Frontia's done, Solet's done, Marin is done, Legnar's done, Yedra done, Pink is done, Nietzsche is done. What remains is Mikoto. I was originally going to do her as a duelist, and that's what the thing has her listed as. I'm now thinking of doing pulling in the instead of duelist, pulling in rogue. Okay. 16, 18, 16. But duelist would get me the intelligence bonus to AC. That's why I'm doing that. Okay. Yep, still thinking duelist. But I think her next feat, I got an idea for her next feat. Oh, talkie.
What's going on? Me? Well, I don't know. No one usually asks. So finding the words is a little hard. Trust me. People usually make up the whole story once they spot the demon blood, if they ask at all.
Right. Okay. Well, I'd like to know.
This is so exciting. Wow. Where to begin? Okay, well, I have no idea who my mom or dad was. I was abandoned, but raised by priests who tried to convert me, so I went away for a long time.
Priests?
Yeah, priests of Helm. The Watcher. The Vigilant One. Kind to children. Were they a hard-headed bunch? Really up on the discipline, not so much on the caring and forgiveness. But they're priests of Helm, so what are you gonna do?
The official record on tieflings is their demonic heritage is so dilute it doesn't really have an impact on their personality. Same with Azmar. However, their reputation as being demon descended gets them in trouble. Just like the reputation for Azamar being holy descended gets them praised. So tieflings tend towards evil or neutral and chaotic because society distrusts them unreasonably. And Azmar tend towards lawful and good because society praises them unreasonably. So, in all honesty, her low wisdom, being raised by priests, wisdom is not something I would expect to be a inborn thing, though I have to alter that. The stat wisdom isn't really wisdom. It's more willpower and observational abilities than actual wisdom. Your wisdom is kind of displayed in your actions, and character with a low wisdom score can still act wisely. Because the attribute scores for the mental stats are reasonable facsimiles of. I mean, it's hard to quantify mental statistics, and that's the GNT training, the 7-year out of date GNT training talking. But still, I mean, the training I had 7 years ago is enough to let me know that you really can't quantify. It's a game, Luke. It's a game, Luke. It's a game, Luke. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we all get into trouble sometimes, or a lot. And I guess they ran out of I forgive yous at some point. Anyway, so after helping myself to their collection plate after a particularly moving sermon, I decided to see what else I could help myself to. But you know, those tales could fill a book, and I don't want to chew your ear off. Maybe some other time.
Okay.
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
Oh, no, I already asked you. Okay, now it's Kelgar's turn.
What is it you want, lass? They were in the mood to threaten, but not fully in the mood to start a fight. I think they were expecting me to drop the coin and leave quickly, which just goes to show you they don't know me too well. It's a shame they didn't keep it a friendly fight. Some people have no stomach for using their fists when they have a weapon at hand.
Why are you so eager to fight?
Eager to fight? Well, I suppose I am, if you can call it that. I mean, it's all in good fun. Some take pride in craftsmanship, or in hunting, or in haggling for the best price on a blade or other piece of steel. Me, talking with my fists is my art form. Every tavern's an opportunity, I say. There's usually someone who could take a few punches to the gut and groin before they start weeping like a child.
But why?
Well, I don't know. I enjoy it, I guess. It's a mark of pride to be able to stand tall and take every punch, then give it right back until I'm the only one standing.
And is that how it usually turns out?
Most of the time. Only beaten really bad once. But I learned from it, and I'm determined not to let it happen again. Thing is, I'm glad it happened. It was my destiny.
Okay, what happened?
Well, you see, I used to win. Almost undefeated. But there was this time in a tavern far from here that I chose a fight that ended up choosing me. It was fate, I tell you.
You found fate in a tavern.
Well, it wasn't much of a fight. You see, there were these skinny-robed humans, barely twigs, that were sitting at the bar when one of our competitions broke out. There were chairs getting smashed, people screaming, tankards being used as clubs. Ah, glorious.
Okay. I don't understand the
Well,
problem.
everyone was having a good time when I noticed those skinny humans were just sitting there. Not even having the decency to pay attention. Just nursing waters. Waters! So I asked them, well, shouted really, what in the hell they thought they were doing? Ignoring the fine entertainment and then insulting the establishment by not having ale?
Okay, and if all you did was shout, that's hardly worth a fight.
And maybe I shoved one of them a bit. Or tried to break a chair over their skulls, since they were making a point of pretending they didn't hear me. Rude, I tell you.
Then what?
Ah, well, they used me as a bar rag first, and not a single punch I threw even hit them. Oh, they were moving too fast, and plus, I think I was seeing double or triple. After they smashed my face into the bar a few times, they showed me the floor up close. The floor was pretty dirty by that point, by the way. Then, as the final blow, they sent me flying like a drunk hippogriff out the window. Magical it was. So, after I woke up and wiped the blood out of my eyes, and finally found all my teeth, I went back in and thanked them. Best beating I've ever received. They seemed a little taken aback by my friendliness, and it turns out they were part of some order, son something or other, and get this, they devoted their lives to fighting with their fists. Can you imagine? Lifetime devotion to brawling. It's their lives, their craft.
Okay. Let's see. So they were monks.
They're monks, eh? Crazy water-drinking fools. Hope drinking water isn't what makes them fight like that. Anyway, that life sounded like destiny to me. I mean, those skinny excuses for humans were good, and then they spent their whole lives kicking the hell out of others, training for it. That's when I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. My purpose was clear.
That's not all monks do, you know.
Huh? Of course it is. Well, as far as I could tell once my head stopped ringing.
You know, I'm a monk. I should have better answers.
You mean like headbutting someone? I already know how to do that, though sometimes I need to grab them by the beard or collar and yank their head down so I can hit it properly.
It's not about violence,
Oh,
Commander.
is that so? Well, I must have missed that part while they were wiping down the tavern with my face and throwing me through a window. Shows how much you know about it. You didn't see them in action.
Never mind. We spoke enough. Let's move on. This is really annoying. There are some piercing weapons for monks that work with flurry of blows in the paper and pencil game, but they didn't give me any of those. Currently can't do it with currently equipped weapon.
Yes.
Let's see if I can do it
Yes?
with
Everybody,
this
follow
weapon.
me.
Yes.
Can't do it with currently equipped weapon. Nope. Damn you. There are Ring of Clear Thought. Urgh. So annoying. Let's see, cancel. I want to check out something first. What am I wearing? AC +1. I get a listen -1? Even in quiet rooms of a monastery, the wearer would have a hard time distinguishing between the snoring of brother down the hall and the scuttling of a rat under his bed. One drawback is these noises, that they make the wearer super sensitive to noise, even... Oh, so... super sensitive to noise, and as such can't tell the difference. Too much distraction, can't pick out the noises that are important. Okay. What is this? Potion of Bless. Cool. Okay. Now, as I was saying, there are weapons that are do piercing damage for monks. That monks can use with flurry of blows, but they don't exist in this game. So when I go to duelists and I'm required to use a single one-handed piercing weapon,
No place to run this
I'm going to lose
time,
flurry of blows.
Kamacha. That's what you have stolen. Hand it over, and we will let you live.
This is getting tiresome. What's so
Or if I
important about
don't,
that
I'm going to
blasted
lose the
thing that has
2d6
them chasing us
piercing,
all
or
over
2d6
Farron?
precision damage. I wish I knew the answer.
Ah, take your time. At least the fight's come to us.
Hand the shard over now, or we will take it from your corpse.
And we were just getting to know each other.
Fool, I shall enjoy killing you. Fight, you pathetic thralls! Kill them all! Why are you still looking at me?
Because the druid has to get around over to us. This is going to be a coup de grace. Did I just throat punch him?
You walk a strange path for a harborman. Apparently I'm not the only one who has a problem with it. Forgive me, but I saw these things about to attack you. I found I could not simply stand by while you were ambushed. Again, I'd like to help if I could. I've been trying to follow you without interfering, but I don't think you'll reach your destination without someone who knows the land.
I have a friend who wasn't able to finish this campaign because he didn't like the quirkiness of the behaviors. The theory is that someone heard the stories about campaigns gone wrong and terrible players and all that, and filled all the character roles with bad player archetypes. I don't really have that much of a problem with it. I like these three, and there's some of the other ones I like. How long have you been watching me?
I am Eleni, and rather than shadow you, I would walk with you.
With a frame like that, you'd most likely be blown by the wind.
Now, no need to be jealous, Barrel House.
Of an elf? And a tree worshipper on top of that? Ah!
I think you will find tree worshippers a rare thing these days, dwarf, so do not use that word lightly.
Trust me, with a gut like his, Kelgar doesn't do anything lightly.
Ooh, bird. Okay, would you please let me do the talking?
Always talking, and to the elves and the half-demons and the like. It'll end badly, I tell you.
Yes, and who knows where talking might lead us next. Stow it, Kelgar.
It always kind of, I've enjoyed the Azmar and the Tiefling ever since 2nd edition brought them out. I do wish that they had made the tailed thing and the horned thing. That was one variety of Tiefling. At some point it became the default. There was never supposed to be a default Tiefling. Some of them look very, very human, and there's only a small sign of their demonic heritage. But once they came out, I really liked it, because if you're basing your fantasy on Tolkien, then elf, halfling, dwarf, human, fine. That's, yeah, good. If you're basing your fantasy on world myth, Azmar and Tiefling are far more common character concepts than in real myth than elf, halfling, or dwarf. If you look at real myth, dwarves are usually antagonists, or, creepy guy off to the side who gives you items, because that's Norse, and the dwarves aren't really ever heroes. And elves are very, very, very rarely heroic. I mean, there are things you encounter in stories, in a lot of the real world myths. So, but half demons and half gods, or half angels, or whatever, happen a lot in myths. And so the Azamar and the Tiefling are actually better fit for doing a campaign in like mythical Europe or mythical Japan than elves, dwarves, and the like are. But people consider them a non-standard class because they're not one of the Tolkien set. It's a little bit annoying. I like the Tolkien set. I love Tolkien. Tolkien's probably my favorite author around. Jim Butcher's getting up there now. But it gets annoying when people think that, there aren't any stories about half-demons. Yes! Yes, there are! All throughout culture! There's also a lot of half-dragons. Anyway. You're a druid?
Yes, I am one of the tree worshippers of the mare. Just as you have the smell of a harborman upon you, I've watched you stumble through thick and bramble, miss paths right in front of your eyes, and let those beasts catch you what feels to be a dozen times over. Before casting insults, maybe one such as I could actually help you. Harborman, did you think of that?
I meant no offense.
Then maybe I should do the talking.
Very well. Perhaps I spoke too quickly. And with enemies like the ones who pursue you, we waste time with useless words.
Fine, how long have you been tracking
It's a
this?
strange circle of who follows who on this road. At first, I was following those who attacked you, but they seem to be following you.
Mossy.
Which leads me to believe there's something you have, something they want, so I thought that perhaps my enemy's enemies would at least welcome some company to their destination. And with my help, even get there faster.
Wow, it's really a thing when Mishka can lecture you on speaking appropriately to people. Yeah, okay. We've been doing fine on the road
Well, I
so
come
far.
bearing a gift, not just words. I know of a quicker path to Highcliff, and one that will hide your trail as well. There is a druid sanctuary not far from here, the Maiden's Glade, where members of my circle would go for refuge when traveling the land. I can lead you there, and with no further attacks from these hunters of yours. Not that you can't handle yourself, but I'm sure you're growing as tired of these attacks as I am.
Okay. Well then, show us this quicker
Not
path.
one for gratitude, I see. Very well.
What the hell is this? First the demon, now this willow-thin slip of an elf? Let's invite all the realms, make a grand army tromping through the wilderness. Enemies, come get us, here we are!
We will not be tromping through the wilderness. We will be weaving through it like the wind.
And speaking of wind, shut your mouth, Kelgar, before your breath summons more of those creatures. Besides, wouldn't you rather have our new friend right here where we could see her, rather than behind us the whole way?
As for the way, if the sun and trail read true, you are bound to Neverwinter. Seeking safety behind walls, are you?
Yeah, visiting relatives.
Indeed. The more distant relatives they are, the better, in my experience. Let's be on our way. Follow me. The Maiden's Glade is not far.
What I kind of wish, and it would have been really expensive.
This is a long way from the road. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Agreed. How much farther is this place?
Not far, for we are already here. This is Eridus, the Maiden's Glade, in the tongue of Harbormen.
Oh, sounds elvish.
You are correct. You surprise me. Just as the Mayor of Dead Men was
Plus
once
one influence.
the slow marching court, this place also had a name long before settlers from Neverwinter set foot here.
Did they ever set foot here? I can barely see where we're going.
It's not
Trust
that
me,
overgrown.
It's no better at my height either. Sure as the hells couldn't find my way back to the road now.
The road to the Maiden's Glade is hidden, known only to druids and the beasts of the land. You cannot revisit this place without me to guide you. The glade up ahead was a retreat for druids, a place of shelter if they needed to heal or rest. Many such places exist along the coast. The animals here would protect the druids, and they will shield you from your pursuers if they should find you.
You mean those animals?
I like the fact Nishka knows them coming before Alane did. Oh wow.
Take that! Take that! Let's see what to battle! Take that!
The animals here are frightened, and I know not why. There is usually at least one druid in the glade, and they should be aware of the beasts, and us.
Well, I say we avoid any wolves or anything trying to kill us.
I say we fight them. They attack us, we attack them. Besides, could use new boots.
I would prefer to get here without bloodshed.
I would prefer that, yes.
To tell you the truth, I think you lose a influence with Nishka for saying that. I would be tempted to restart Mikoto and download the what do you call it? Download the ninja mod and run her as a ninja, but
This
Oh, no.
is
To battle!
she can't sleep on nothing.
Let's see what they're made of!
Oh, Bear made its fortitude save. So I don't have to come back later. I don't get dinged for actually killing them, just for the conversation stuff.
These wolves, they were slaughtered, and not for food, but out of bloodlust. Is this why the animals attacked us? Whatever is wrong must be here in the glade. I thought the Circle of the Mare would be aware of any disturbance here, but now it seems the task must fall to us.
Why? Let's just go. I'm done stopping through these groves and animals, and letting her pick the trail.
Ooh. Okay, we should see what's wrong.
You have my thanks. I would hate for whatever pursues us to be at our back.
Da-da-da. Oh, I've used all my stunning blows. This will be interesting.
There's more where that came from.
Take that! Elodie, you are here.
Kaylil?
I came here. Came to try and find you, Eleni. To try and escape the mare. To seek refuge here.
The mayor? What is wrong?
The mare. It speaks with different voice now. Its waters, once clear to the circle, are now dark and run deep. So deep.
What do you mean? Where are the others? The rest of the circle?
Vashni and the others. They are lost. Only you remain. I thought I could find you, or NwN, but what claims the mare overtook me, clouded my vision with shadows and blood, trapped me in this form. Do not return to the mare, Eleni. Do not, or you shall fall to its corruption, as I did.
Okay.
Kaylil, he's dead. It was he that caused such unrest here, and why the animals attacked us.
What was he saying
I don't
about the
know.
mirror?
I've been away from the circle for some time. Kaylil and I were part of the Circle of Merdelaine, the Mare of Dead Men. If the elders, if Vashni is lost, and NwN is lost, I have been away too long. But this would explain why I could not feel the circle any longer. And as for the land... But we should press on. I promise to lead you to Highcliff and to safety. And so far this path has proved longer than I wished. Farewell, Kaylil. May you rest, and may the glade become peaceful again.
Okay. Oh, wrong way. Slaughtered wolves.
This
Let's see what they're made of!
for Merdelaine and all within it.
Take that!
That's pretty hefty special effect for getting +1 damage. Oh well. Highcliff! For the 8th and final time. More than that if you count the number of times I've crashed and had to restart.
You're risking your entire
Which
ship
is
by
maybe
going out
10
there,
times.
Captain. Ignore me if you will.
Total.
But at least listen
8
to
plus
your own
2 or
men.
3, I'm
Leaving
not really
port
sure.
right now. Nothing's stopping this shipment to NwN2, especially not a pack of lizard folk.
What are you lot just standing there for? Bring up the sails! Man the oars!
The fool is risking a ship worth 10 times the cargo he's carrying. And for what? For the sake of a few extra gold for an early delivery.
No, sailing the seas is always risky.
Aye, but he's trying to set sail when we've got lizard folk going out of their way to sink every boat coming out of this village. The good captain is a fool to think he can sail out without drawing the attention of the lizards.
Harbor Master! Out there! Looks like the lizard folk have themselves another victim!
And I think we've all learned a lesson here. If I say it's too dangerous to sail, it's too dangerous to sail.
Yes,
All right,
Thomas
lads,
Master.
See what we can do to help those sailors. Let's just hope the lizard folk let them swim ashore. Sorry, but I've got my hands full here. Some of the other sailors should be able to fill you in.
Right. Talking to them won't give me anything. Talking to him is interesting sometimes. Actually,
How can I help?
Yes.
How can I help?
You just follow me
okay.
and stay close.
Interesting. She walks on air. We're a strange looking group. What do you want? You got a mouth on you. I like that. As long as you don't get insulting no one. So what do you want? You in half the town? We ain't heard them. You ain't heard then. No ships to Neverwinter. Hells, no ships in or out of Highcliff till they put a stop to the lizard folks and their sabotaging. Really? Oh, really? Just standing here watch while the men try to repair the Double Eagle. We tossed nets down the water last time, hoping to score some of the lizards. It didn't work. Those lizards just cut their way. And where are the lizard folk coming from? No one knows. The village elder's been poking around, sort of. And our captain's been digging up rumors over at the end. Nothing as of yet. Okay. And where can I find the village elder? Where do I look like a tour guide? Go ask someone who actually lives here. Okay, where's the inn? Middle of the village, naturally. You can't miss it. Lots of drunk cave cat crewmen there while we wait to hear it's safe to sail again. Right. Right. Okay, I'll be going now. Ooh. Whee. Where's the unarmed damage? Aggression. Here you are, unarmed strike. Unarmed strike damage. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh. Unarmed strike damage is going to go up next time, so I think my next level is going to probably be Monk. Easy, one of them's a Harborman. Like I care what a swamp farmer can do. Hey, we're not here for a fight. We're not! Did you hear what he called you? Might as well have asked us to break his legs right then. Our leader's right. We don't need the attention a fight will bring, and there's no reason to fight at all. Okay. continue. No reason to fight. Are you mad? Of course there is. Aye, of course there is. The dwarf has it right. You be quiet. Or agree with me again and I'll knock your teeth out. Alright, alright. I was just saying I agree. That does it. I warned you once. And now you're going to get it. That's it. I warned you once. Now you're going to get it. And Kelgar just finds this fun. So I get the feeling that this is supposed to be a brawl, not with weapons, but they made it with weapons so that you don't have to worry about disarming everything. Okay. Which becomes a little bit odd when the druid starts throwing around call lightning. Okay, let's go. Oh, somebody had arrows. An array of enfeeblement. Okay. Let's go see about getting you some gear. You don't sound too happy about that. Isn't lack of competition a good thing? I guess, but there really isn't much call for my work in a small town like this. Let's see. People going missing on the road. Lizardmen besieging your town. Rumors of undead. This is not much call for your work. Yeah. Okay. Keeping that. Keeping that. Selling this, I think. Probably selling that as well. Because, yeah, I'm not going to need it. No, you can't use it, can you? Because it's martial. Okay. Let's see if I can find you some half plates.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage.
Yes.
Going to have to dump some of this.
Everyone, follow me!
No. Yes. There we go. The sickle looks cooler, but it's not as good a weapon as the scimitar. 1d6 times 2 versus, I think it's 1d6 18 to 20 times 2? Yeah.
Yes?
I do not need any armor. In fact, armor is bad for me. Winged helmet. Okay. Okay. Captain Vaughn. Talk to him as usual. Is there anything I do to convince you to leave earlier? How do you know my father? He was responsible for the attacks. Why are you drinking so much? Farming's not so bad. And I smell of peat moss. Sounds like you've had a bit to drink. Okay, farewell. Yo. You very low on XP. Let's go talk to Par. You there, a little help, please. What seems to be the problem? There are noises coming from inside my house. It must be thieves. I'll have a look. I'd like a reward if I do this. Well, you can have a batch of potions I recently brewed. You have a deal. Oh, and do try to be careful, will you? There's a lot of fragile and valuable things in there. Yes, of course there is. Why do I have craft weapons so high? I have Kilgar for that. I are stupid. Diplomacy is really weak. Concentration. Why do I need concentration? Why do monks have concentration as a thing? What does it allow? Okay. Okay. Anyway. 5. Flanking, not going to get. Critical, not going to get. What am I going to get over here? Purity of body, AC +1. Okay. And how do I get to duelists? What feats do I need for duelists? Oh. Can't do a new one. Okay. Duelist. I'm doing mad like crazy on my character here. Because I've got wisdom, dex, and intelligence. And I could get some use out of strength if I had any. Dodge, mobility, and weapon finesse. Got it, and got it. Well, no, I don't have mobility yet. Oh, no, I do. Weapon finesse? Got it. Oh, so all I need is base attack bonus of +6. And I have +7 right now, apparently. That doesn't sound right. Let's see. Weapon finesse. Long def +1. That's +4. It's going to go down to 7. I got +1 to hit because I'm small. So I'm at +6 right now. Awesome. How am I at +6? This is 3, that should be +2. I should be at +5. Confusing. Okay. Anyway, let's go see what we can do in here. Wholeness of body, purity of body. What does purity of body do? Wholeness body. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, bloody stop that.
Yes.
Sound like a wizard. Shove off! Taste my steel, dog! Stand and fight, cowards. We kill him quick and dump him in the sea, no one the wiser. There is a seriously anachronistic batch of... Well, that was a great cleave. And Nishka's disarming traps.
You just follow me and stay close.
Things got messed. Oh, there were sailors looting. Okay, none of it is mine. I did leave a lot of corpses in there, though. I see, and all of you did a thorough job destroying my home, no doubt. Here are those potions I promised you. Now I'd better get in there to see just how bad things are.